Have you ever noticed your phone's autocorrect acting a little strange, changing a word to something you definitely didn't mean, making a conversation awkward or even funny? This story starts with a simple text message, but it spirals into something that will make you think twice before you trust your phone again. The kind of quiet that only settles in after midnight, when the whole city seems to hold its breath. I was crashed on the couch in my small second-floor apartment, the only light coming from the glow of my phone screen. My friend Sarah was waiting for me at a downtown bar, and I was running incredibly late. I opened my messaging app and started typing a quick apology. Be there soon. Simple, right? But as my thumb hovered over the send button, the words on the screen flickered. Be there soon vanished, and in its place, two words I had never typed in my life appeared. Don't look up. I stared at the screen, my brow furrowed. That was weird. A glitch. Probably. My phone was a few years old, and it had been acting up lately. Annoyed, I hit the backspace key, deleting the bizarre message, character by character. I typed my original message again, more carefully this time. BTRISOO1. I watched the words form, and for a second, everything seemed normal. Then, it happened again. The instant I finished typing, the phrase "don't look up" slammed onto the screen, aggressive and final. My thumb froze over the send button. This wasn't a simple glitch, it felt intentional. A cold prickle of unease started to crawl up my spine. Why would it correct to that? I've never typed that phrase before. My autocorrect dictionary is usually full of my own weird slang and inside jokes, not cryptic warnings. I deleted the message again, my heart starting to beat a little faster. This was stupid. It's just a phone. I decided to try a different message. Maybe the specific combination of words was triggering some weird bug. I kept glancing at the phone, at that single, menacing word glowing on the screen. He. Who is he? What was my phone trying to tell me? My logical brain was screaming at me. It's a bug. It's a weird software flaw. Maybe someone hacked your phone as a prank. Sarah was a bit of a tech whiz. Could she be messing with me? I was about to call her and ask, but then something new appeared on the screen. I hadn't touched it. A new line of text was typing itself out letter by letter, with no input from me. He's above you. The words hung there, stark and terrifying. My breath hitched in my throat. I couldn't move. My eyes were glued to the screen, and then, slowly, against my will, they darted upwards towards the ceiling. It was just a plain white ceiling, the same one I'd stared at 100 times before. The warning was, my phone wasn't malfunctioning, it was trying to save me. I tried to tell myself that, tried to cling to any shred of logic. But then, the text on my phone changed again. No new message appeared this time. Instead, the previous messages began to glitch and distort. They swirled and reformed into a new sentence, one that typed itself out with chilling finality. Too late. At that exact moment, a fine shower of dust, like white sand, drifted down from the ceiling, landing softly on my face and my phone screen. My gaze shot back up. A thin, jagged crack had appeared in the plaster right where I'd heard the creak. It was small, but it was growing, branching out like a spiderweb in real, and through the crack I saw something dark move. I scrambled off the couch, my phone clattering to the floor. I didn't look back. I didn't dare. I bolted for the front door, my hands fumbling with the locks. Behind me, I heard another creak from the ceiling, louder this time, followed by the sickening sound of splintering wood. I wrenched the door open and stumbled out into the hallway, slamming it shut behind me. I leaned against the cool metal, my chest heaving, listening. For a moment there was only the sound of my own ragged breathing. Then, from inside my apartment, I heard a loud, thunderous crash. It sounded like the entire ceiling had given way, followed by a heavy, wet thud, as if something enormous and heavy had landed on my living room floor. I didn't wait to hear more. I ran, I flew down the 2 flights of stairs, and burst out into the cold Colorado night. I didn't stop running until the streetlights of my neighborhood were a distant glow. I never went back to that apartment. I left everything behind: my clothes, my furniture, my laptop. I called my landlord from a payphone the next day and told him I was breaking the lease, that there was a structural issue. I didn't dare tell him the truth. Who would believe me? To this day, I don't know what was in my ceiling that night. I try not to think about it, but sometimes, when it's late and I'm texting someone, my fingers will hesitate. I'll see the autocorrect suggestion pop up, and my heart will skip a beat. Because I know that sometimes, your phone isn't trying to fix a typo, sometimes, it's trying to warn you. And you should always listen. Thanks for watching. If this story sent a shiver down your spine, hit that like button and subscribe for more tales that will make you question the world around you. Stay safe out there, and maybe turn autocorrect off for a while. You never know what it might be trying to tell you.